are other phases. You'll enter into a bacterial phase that perhaps your doctor would culture if you have a strep throat or some such thing and say you have streptococcus. What they're not appreciating is that is a bacterial phase that they mistake for a distinct entity within nature that exists solely in that state, but it actually comes from an organism within us that we call penicillin notatum. From the bacterial phase, depending on the terrain, because remember, these organisms have certain functions and they also adapt to the environment like all of us have to. From there, it might go into what we'd recognize as a fungal phase and so forth. And if the body is recruiting these organisms to go into these phases for a particular function, then what will happen is if the terrain is in balance and has all the resources necessary, it's going to do its job, and then it's going to go full circle and revert back to its protid stage. Every stage of that cycle has a purposeful function to provide a service for the terrain. In those stages, they all produce enzymes and things that make us feel not that great, raise our temperature, inflame mucous membranes, make our body upchuck in different ways, but that's its purpose. And we erroneously label that as disease. And then if one of these organisms is found at the scene of the crime, then we say that created the disease. We take antibiotics. Sure enough, it dampens down that level of the cycle so that the symptoms disappear, but you impeded what it was trying to do for your longevity.